What's up, guys? We're over on World Flipper today to take a look at Summer Illumine. Wanted to show you guys a few teams. I got a lot of comments of people asking how to put her together for like necro runs without Metis, because a lot of people, you did pull Summer Illumine but you don't have a Metis, and I wanted to try to craft a team that could get some nice quick Necropolis times for you guys and just go over the also version that does run Metis that I'm sure a lot of you guys already know about that one. Show you guys those teams and all that good stuff. So welcome to the channel. Smack the sub button. We're gonna hop into the teams here. If we head on over and look at the team, this is a way to run the Summer Illumine. If you pulled her, you wanted a quicker Necropolis team. You don't have the Metis, but you still want to get under those 1 minute times. Around those 1 minute times, you can still do it even without Metis. It's not going to be those insane like 20-second, 25-second runs, which you're going to see here in a second. But this is a way that you can still run these Necropolis runs quickly, efficiently, farm out rank XP. It's a great source of rank XP. So if you're trying to catch up to that rank 125 before the cap is raised, you guys can throw together a Thunder Fever team to really farm out these events efficiently. And Summer Illumine is just a fantastic addition to these teams. She's going to be used now. She's going to be used when Anniversary Regis comes out. Years down the road, she will still be used. So she is a great unit. See, we hit that 55-second time. And the reason that this works is if we go back and we look at this one more time, we take a look at the replay. If you guys remember back to my other video about Thunder Fever and Illumine and the multi-ball kind of filling up the gauges to go right on time, this build is going to be popping into Fever quickly. You're going to paralyze the boss. You're going to get 3 Regis skills off right away. And you notice we're going to start wave 2 of this with the skill gauges almost maxed. And that's what makes the other team with Illumine and the multi-ball so good. You have Rudy in that front slot with Illumine in this column as well. We're going to be using the droid chip because we do have 3 droid units on the team. It's a way to stagger these skills to get yourself cycling into Fever on each floor without waiting drastically long for these skill gauges to charge up. So what makes Metis so strong is Metis is going to immediately crack you into Fever right away. And then every time she does this, she does a huge explosive skill shot, which is very nice to have. But if you don't have the Metis, you can still achieve this. So you'll see here, we're going to go in, we activate the Rudy Illumine. It's going to fill up the Fever gauge. The Summer Illumine is going to go fill up the Fever gauge, and then Regis is going to shoot. While in Fever, he has the bonus damage. This team, it just works. And then here is the only little bit of stall time. You'll just have to wait for the gauges to fill, but once they fill, once that Summer Illumine pops again, you'll have the immediate pop into Fever. It'll trigger the Ancestral Staffs. It will raise the skill gauge up, and then Regis will fire off. So this is what makes these teams work. And I do want to show you the Metis version. I do have a maxed out Philibus on this team, which is on the Rudy. You can use the droid chip if you have that instead. But if you have this lineup here, you're going to be just hitting so hard. It is disgusting how fast these runs are, especially for players like me that have started this game pretty much near the beginning. And there was a few times where you were lucky to hit like 3-minute Necropolis runs. You're like 4-minute runs, and now we are doing this in like 20 seconds. I mean, if you want to farm rank XP, like I said, this is just like, I feel like I'm cheating at this point. Like, this is just so quick. You just go in here, just cycle farm it up. If you're trying to burn through your stamina for the day, you finished all the events, you want to get rank XP. I know a lot of you guys are already 125. I sadly am not yet. I'm 119, I think, something like that. But easy way to go in and grab rank XP. You can see 23.96 seconds. And you can see even at rank 119, that is a nice little chunk to the XP bar. I know a lot of you guys might be like, but rateup, that's not a lot. Like, that's not a big chunk of the bar. But when you start moving as slow as you are up in these higher ranks, it is, even to see a noticeable little like bump in the EXP bar is nice. But this is the team. If you can make this version, this was a team that was recommended to me by a friend of mine. I think this is the one that's floating through the Discord right now. I'm not too sure, but I wanted to show the version without the Metis and with the Metis, so just different options for you guys. That time is insane. But if you do not have the Philibus, if you do not have the droid chip weapon, you can use the Illumine bow. The bow is going to give you skill gauge every time you hit that 30 combo. So when Metis does her shenanigans and you hit, you are going to be able to just sometimes just going to RNG you, pop you into that 30 combo. it will give you a little extra skill gauge, allowing for a little quicker cycling. You're going to get around 40 seconds using that weapon. It's not going to be those 20-second times, but if you're missing both, this is a weapon you can farm. These are all things you can farm currently in the game with this build here. You saw there we did hit that 30 combo, so we do have a little bit of extra gauge here for the Rudy and the Shisuzu. So they are going to be able to go and save us a little bit of time here. It's going to fill up the Summer Illumine. It's going to do the shenanigans. You're going to clear it out. Just wanted to show you it is possible. You don't need those specific weapons. Event and the Gacha book are unneeded to hit a 40-second time, so that's pretty cool. The droid chip might be available, and I apologize if I am mistaken here. It might be available all year long in the missions. I'm not too sure about that. I already claimed them, so I can't see the mission timers anymore, but somebody can see them. If you can go through the missions, you don't have the droid chip, you can let me know down below in the comments. If it is available, do those missions, get that weapon. It is pretty good. And the last thing I wanted to show you guys for Illumine is just I've been doing the Water Dragon Advanced Plus, and once again I wanted to use a team that wasn't using Metis. A lot of people said, hey, I want to do this event, don't have Metis. I see Metis being recommended. You do want to try to bring units that can take away these buffs that the boss has. I'm just running a just under base skill damage team here, but if you were to go in and use this team, or you were trying to put together a team that could help your teammates out, I do recommend taking in units that can remove the buffs. So if we go in, try to grab a unit here for thunder units, I know you can take Prika. Prika does remove a buff with her skill. You are going to be removing, I think it's a singular buff with her skill here. It's like a forward hitting punch. So any units that's shooting forward with their skill, she will also go with them. Can remove buffs with her. I don't have any investment in Jay, but Jay will remove one buff as well, and he'll also inflict reduced thunder resistance and reduced attack, so another good unit to have. You can use Jester to remove buffs as well. This is another unit you can unison onto the team. He will help your teammates out as well. So if you want to unison those onto the back row, if you're finding you're not doing a lot of damage or you just want to help out your teammates, you can totally move these units around as well. You can build the more support version. You can switch it around, throw in units kind of like this. You can just make this team work for you how you want. It's a way to kind of run this boss here without having a Metis. You're still helping your team out. You are still basing it around a Thunder build, so you are doing extra damage to the boss. It's a way to run the event without Metis herself, because I was in that boat for a while. I didn't have Metis for a long time. I kept pulling all the Thunder units, and then I just couldn't pull Metis, and I was like, well, what do I do without Metis? Finally got her, but I do know people still haven't been able to pull her, so hope this video helped out. I hope you guys are able to craft a Thunder Fever variant team to get those like crazy fast Necropolis runs. I hope you guys are doing the Water Dragon event here. I do recommend hopping in and doing this event. If you go take a look at the event here, you do have that daily element. You do have a free multi-ticket and 10 single summon tickets worth here, so we can trade up here. You have the Astral Shards. You have the Sea Fang Tome. The Sea Fang Tome is going to give you, while HP is above 80%, you're going to get 100% attack to this unit. And then when this unit is a water unit, when a battle starts, barrier for 10% of your maximum HP to this unit, and gain immunity to fire resistance debuff. So if you are trying to use a unit that requires you to apply barrier, this weapon is a way to insert that ability onto a water unit, and then if the unit in the back row is depending on you having barrier, this can kind of fill those requirements. So it's kind of fun for team experimenting. It is going to make for some weird barrier teams. I don't have Pecorine yet, so I can't go too crazy with those really bad ideas. You get a full cycle of water elements. I've bought those out, but you do have the thunder elements here, which I'm going to buy next. You have right pieces, you have your stamina pots, just the classic, just stuff these event shops usually have. I highly recommend grabbing these right pieces. These are very valuable, and as a newer player, it gets very frustrating if you put the wrong soul on a different unit. If you have the souls spread out and you want to change to the team and you don't have extra copies of the weapon souls and you have to spend these right pieces to switch your team around. I was there in the beginning. I ran out so fast I could barely keep any right pieces, so I just grabbed these. These are very valuable. They're given out during events. It is quick and easy to kind of maintain them once you start building up a reservoir of them, but I just wanted to mention that they're in this shop, and hope the runs are going good, guys. Don't forget to grab the tickets. You do have a multi-ticket in here as well. Get these runs done. I do see a lot of people going into this event with the same team that they were taking into the time attack, and it's just led to some funny runs, but if you're able to make a separate team for time attack and then have one for the water dragon, that would be super awesome for all the people that are kind of struggling to clear this, get through this. It is a lot more efficient kind of building the team out in a way that can help your team. And I say this as I'm sitting here without any way to remove buffs on my team, so don't listen to me. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.